Hi guys, Daniel here. So I bought a new item today. So excited. Now this is a bit of a love-hate relationship I've had with this brand. When I first saw them and I first heard them, I thought they were the ugliest things I'd ever seen, and I couldn't understand why anyone would ever want to buy them. What am I talking about, guys? Yes, that's right. It's the orange line of amps. Orange. Let me show you what I bought. I got it secondhand. Now I'm not sure if I think this picture does it justice. It is micro. They say it's a lunchbox amplifier. It's a quarter lunchbox amplifier, guys. This thing is tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. The only thing I don't like about this is it doesn't come with the orange case, the orange box, which I've grown to love. So it's the orange dark, sorry, the orange micro dark. Let's have a look at the controls, guys. So you got the on-off switch there. You got the phones plug in there, which also doubles as a a cabinet emulator. So you can plug that into your audio interface, and it'll make it sound nice and good. This is the volume control. I might turn it down a bit. The volume control. The shape control. Now I don't know if you've seen other videos on this, but the shape, what happens if you turn this, if you turn this to the right clockwise, it scoops up the mids and it pronounces the bass and the treble. So for metal, that's what you want. If you want more of a muddier, sort of thicker sound, you can turn it to this way, and it'll give you a muddier sound. So I like it nice and bright, so I turn that all the way up. And this is a gain / distortion, and here of course you have your input. Now on the back you have an effects loop, which I'll never use. You have your cabinet speaker, so that plugs into the orange cabinet, and then you got your power supply. Now the only reason I really got this one, I was looking around, I was thinking of buying one, I wasn't sure what to buy. I paid $300 Australian for this. Now it's a second hand. I paid $300. You can't even buy the head for $300 here in Australia, let alone the head in the cabinet. Unfortunately, the person that I was buying it off, I said, "Why are you selling it so cheap?" And he's like, "Well, unfortunately," he said that he had terminal cancer and he was getting rid of all of his stuff, so pretty sad. When I play this, I think of him. Poor bugger. Anyway, yeah, it comes with the orange amp as well. I mean the cabinet, sorry. As you can see, it would have been nice to have the orange case, but that's okay. So I'm just using this to jam along with my TV. Like I've got my let me show you. In my living room here. So I'll play audio from here, from YouTube, and I want something to jam along with to YouTube. Like I've got speakers down there, big subwoofer, and I've got the satellite speakers there and there. Now I've got another amp here, Marshall, which is a beauty, quad box. This one's a little bit different to your average quad box. It has 10-inch subs instead of 12-inch, but it's too far from here. So I want something. It's going to this micro amp is going to sit right there. Well, there's plenty of room for it, and I'll be playing with the computer. So yeah, okay, let's have a test out. It's a little number. Like I said, if you can get it cheap, it's a steal. Okay, let's try it out. Now, as you can see how tiny it is. Literally teeny tiny. So this is with the distortion at 12 o'clock, the gain at 12. Alright, so that's with the neck pickup. A little bit more brighter with the bridge. Alright, now let's turn down the volume and crank up the gain. And I've got the scoop all the way up high, so it's bass and treble response. To be honest, it doesn't sound that good. I don't know what's humming. I'm pretty sure these are wax potted pickups. It's an authentic Fender Stratocaster. Maybe if I had humbuckers it'd sound a little bit different. But actually we'll test it out. I'll be right back, guys. So this is my BC Rich, beautiful guitar. Action is so sweet on that. Look at how narrow that neck is. Let's see if that sounds any better. Wow, the humbucker really brings out the sound. Alright, so what are my final impressions? It sounds shit on a single coil, unless that's the sound you're going for, I guess. Definitely a humbucker style amp. It doesn't sound all that distorted, even with the gain all the way up. I've got the shape scoop all the way up. I'm going to be running an amp in front of it anyway, so I'll only be using the clean tone. Sorry, there is no clean channel, sorry. It's just the one channel, but I'll be having the gain all the way down, or some of the way up. Maybe, yeah, about 9 o'clock, I think. And I'll probably have the shape scoop about 12 o'clock. I'm going to have a pedal in front of it, so yeah, I'll make a video that purchase as well for you guys to see if you want to see what it sounds like with a pedal. It's a Moore G200, I believe. A Moore, M-O-O-E-R, Moore. That's one I bought. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. My final impressions. Look, it looks cool. It looks very cool, and it's a little box. From what I've seen watching YouTube videos, there's a big difference in the sound depending when you plug it in. Like plugging it into this little 8-inch sub is you get a much less distorted sound than you would if you were plugging it into a 2x12 or even a quad box. So the quad box would be ideal for something like this. It's 20 watts. It's a 20 watt hybrid circuit, so it's part tubes. It's actually got tubes in here. Yes, I can see it now. It's got tubes in here, and it's also got an analog circuit as well. So, I mean, for $300, I can't complain. Like I said, you can't even buy the head for $300 in Australia. So to get the head and the cabinet, came with a cable, hook them up. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. I would recommend it if you can get it on special. Absolutely. If not, you might, instead of forking out for one of these ones, you might want to fork out for a 2x4. Sorry, a 2x12. You might want to upgrade this cabinet, because this cabinet is very weak. It's pretty piss weak, really. Doesn't sound very good. Even with the humbuckers, it sounds better. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm a bit split-minded about it. Like I said, for the money, you know, for $300, I've got a great deal. So if you can get a good deal as well, it's worth buying. Otherwise, you might want to buy the Micro Terra, or the Dark Terra, I think it's called, which is a bigger version of this. From what I've seen on YouTube videos, that sounds much better than the Dark Micro Dark. Sorry, the bigger brother sounds much better. So yeah, what I was gonna say, it's very small, very small. I don't think like I've heard people say that you can carry this around in your gig bag as a secondary amp. No, this does not have the gain for that, unless of course you're running pedals, in which case you can. That'd be perfectly fine to do. But yeah, okay, well that's about it, guys. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe, leave a message. I respond to all the messages, so let me know what you think of this. Are you going to buy one? Are you thinking of buying one? Would you like some advice that I haven't given you? If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah, so the orange Micro Dark. I actually own an orange, guys. I never would have thought this day would come. I used to think the oranges were the ugliest things in the world, but here I am having one now. They're so bloody expensive. They're so expensive. That's what I mean. Like, I was looking it up on the internet, and all the stores like selling like heads. They were like thousands of dollars, like multiple thousands of dollars just for the head, let alone the cabinet. Wow. And this is only $300, so I've got a great deal, guys. I can't complain. But whether or not I'd spend $300 on this and $300 on that, I'd probably get a combo, to be honest, because you can't get it for that price. So, alright guys, but like and subscribe. Like I said, leave a message, I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!